So this is called Main Street Projects.
Rice Public Art is the arm of the university that works with the public installations on campus, and we were very lucky to have Sandra Robbins, who's an alum of the university, come to us and say that she wanted to sponsor a lecture series. She and her husband Jim have sponsored what is the Robbins Lecture Series.
So I was asked to paint a mural on the wall, and the owner of all the properties here owns that empty lot.
And as part of that, we really wanted to incorporate what we were going to be talking about at the lecture into the classroom. And so I worked with and connected with MENDEZ, and we got his drawing class to come on this tour that Daniel Anguilu led for us. And he's a Houston-based graffiti mural artist.
I left the brick just to not take away from an existing building. I wanted to still preserve part of the environment that he lives in.
And so he took us to a number of different sites around Midtown and East Downtown to really give students a little more context for the city and for the sort of work that he does.
And I hope I introduce them to an area that's really showing, like, this really beginning to transform, and, you know, so that's what's really happening in the city. You know, they might be here on campus most of the time, but they do live in a city that's really with a lot of movement at this time. So hopefully that was an introduction for them for what's happening.
You look at it and you're like, oh, it's graffiti, and you think it's the same, but you don't really understand the different undercurrent of the actual scene. And it's really interesting to have somebody introduce you to all of that.
This is a mural that was painted in '73. It was one of the first pieces that I saw growing up here in Houston that actually expand my view of what things could be.
You definitely take them out of the classroom, and I think that's like really important for them to see that, you know, you're also a practicing artist. But yeah, I mean, it's important too, because, you know, one of the things that we did today was, you know, we weren't on campus. You know, we were like going through several different neighborhoods in the city, and there's just a lot happening in any kind of community that you go to. It's just a matter of whether or not you're accessing that community or participating in that. So I'm hoping that later in the semester we're going to be doing a little bit more of that as well.
I'm not from here. I'm originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I kind of have stayed in the hedges a lot more than I thought I would. I guess you say rice term. So it was really nice to kind of see Houston and what's out there, and it makes me want to get out more and see more of it. I already have plans. Like, I'm going to take my friends back to some of the places, be like, come look at this. It's really cool.